Are we able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So let's look at question number 1. They want us to discuss a statement that was given, that there's a close relationship between organization behavior and management theory and practices. So we are supposed to discuss this statement in detail, giving practical examples where possible. So in the first place, we need to subscribe to the statement. Is it true that there's a relationship between organizational behavior and management theories and practices? Okay. Now, the way you address this question, you first need to understand what is organizational behavior and what is management theory and practice. That is when you can find whether there's a relationship between the two courses. So, if you look at management theory and practice, what are you studying? And what are you studying in organizational behavior? So you discover that there are two disciplines that are very critical in both courses. So in management theory and practice, sociology and psychology are two important disciplines. And in organizational behavior, these are also critical. So, in management theory, you are studying how to achieve an objective using other people or working with and through others. That is what is in management. Now, in organization behavior, you are studying the behavior of individuals in an organization setup. So you find that what you are studying in management is human beings. And what we are studying in organization behavior is the behavior of human beings in an organization setup. So that is the close relationship that is there. So you look at the roles of manager. You are looking at interpersonal roles, information management roles, and the decision-making roles. These three roles of manager, they are bordering on a human being or the employee. So you need to understand the behavior of an employee in an organization so that as you do the functions of management, you will know how they'll fit in, having understood the behavior of the employee. That's how you discuss the relationship. So this is just what I was talking about. There are two major disciplines found in management and in organization behavior. Sociology, the study of human relationships, and psychology, the study of human behavior. So you as a manager who is studying management theory and practice, you must understand human relationships and you must understand human behavior. And this understanding of human behavior, you get it from organizational behavior. So that's the relationship. So you can't separate management theory from organization behavior. Is that clear? Is that understood?
Yes. Sir, I want to understand.
Yes, please.
In my own thinking.
Yes.
You are saying in management theory and practices.
Yes.
We are looking at the relationship between human beings.
That is
the relationship of sociology,
Yes.
the study of human relationship.
Yes.
While in organizational behavior, it is the study of people behavior in an organization.
Yes. So how do you connect the two now? Why are these two things connected? Okay. In management, you want to achieve an objective by using human beings.
Yes.
In organization behavior, you want to know how human beings behave. Do you agree with me that the behavior of human beings in an organization?
So meaning to say,
let me finish this. Can I proceed? Okay, let me proceed. Do you agree that the behavior of human beings in an organization can affect the achievement of organizational objectives? Do you agree?
yes. Yes.
This is a relationship. So if you want to achieve organizational objectives, you must be able to understand the human behavior in an organization.
Yes. Okay.
If I made it simple.
Yes.
That is why there is a close relationship between organization behavior and management theory and practice. It's because of that. Any other question?
No, you can go ahead.
Okay, so let's look at component B. People are the main source of any organization. That is a statement. Now, to what extent is this statement true? Is it true that people are the main resource of an organization?
Yes.
Okay, so we agree. Demonstrate your answer by showing how the human resource can help the organization achieve its goals. Now, if you answered A correctly, you shouldn't have a problem to answer B. I don't know if you have gotten the concept.
Yes.
How human resource can help the organization achieve its goals. Now, you should look at from these three angles the major roles of human resource in an organization. So whether you are using a computerized system, you cannot do away with human beings. Do you agree?
Yes.
Yes. Because human beings design systems. Human beings operate systems. And human beings maintain systems.
Okay.
So this is the reason why in an organization, people are the main resource, even if you are using a computerized system. Because you need people to operate the systems. You need people to design the systems. And you need people to maintain the systems. So when you explain these three, you should have tackled this question. Why human beings become the main resource of any organization? Yes, computerize your systems, but who feeds the data in the system is a human being.
Yes.
But who designed the system is a human being.
Beings.
When it breaks down, who maintains the system? Human beings.
Human being.
So you can't do away with human beings. No matter how computerized your system will be, you still need human beings to a certain level. Has that helped somebody?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's how you should approach this question. How significant, even if we rephrase the question, how significant is human beings in an organization? The answer is still the same. Okay. That's what was needed for question number 1, A and B. So even if they change the questions, but the basic concept still remain the same. That in an organization, human being or human resource is at the center. Okay. Draw an organization chart showing the position of the chief executive and the 3 other layers below the level of management, and discuss in detail the role and functions of directors of a company and the role and functions of management. It was a loaded question, though it had 10 marks. A lot of things, but 10 marks. Okay? So, when you are in an exam, the first thing that you should do is to underline the needs of the examiner. Start by underlining the needs of the examiner. What does the examiner want? Here, the first thing is he wants a diagrammatical presentation of an organization chart. So once you underline that, then you move. This organization chart should have 3 layers, meaning it must have 3 layers of operation before it reaches the chief executive. Then the third component, the examiner wants you to discuss the functions, the roles, or could be the duties of the director in an organization. Okay, so let's continue where we ended, colleagues. So we have identified the needs of the examiner. We have drawn an organizational chart. So on top here is the chief executive. Then this was a free question because they didn't tell you what to put. You can just imagine it. So I imagined, I put the chief executive there, and I put the director of finance here, and the director administration here. Then I also thought the director of finance here can have the chief accountant. That is another level of administration.
Yes.
Then the chief accountant had an accountant. So the 3 levels of management, I'm done with the other side. Then here, I've also put the 3 levels of management. I've put the director administration, I've put the chief human resource officer and the human resource officer there. So this one is reporting to this one, then this one is reporting to this one, and finally, these are reporting to the chief executive. That's the approach you can pick in organization behavior as well as in management. Any question? So this 10 marks was easy to get. Any comment, any question?
We didn't get it, sir, on the part of the direct administration.
Okay.
Chief human resource.
Oh, okay, so, but the other part we did, so let's try this one. So on this one, what we are saying is we want an organization chart that will have 3 levels.
Yes, sir.
So we decided to put the direct administration, the chief human resource officer, and the human resource officer. So the level 1 is the human resource officer who reports to the chief human resource officer. And the chief reports to the direct administration, who reports to the chief executive. So that's how the other side is moving. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. So let's look at the functions of the director or the roles of the director. Okay. So I'm sure those who did corporate or business law, these are not issues. Also, we learned this in governance, good governance, leadership, and ethics. So number 1, the director must act within their powers under the company constitution. So they should ensure that they are acting within. Okay. Then they should promote the success of the company. So when you are the director, the success of the company becomes your priority. Then you should exercise independence and judgment. So exercise independent judgment, then reasonable care, skill, and diligence. Then ensure that you avoid the conflict of interest and personal benefits. So I'm sure 5 are enough for the 10 marks that were allocated there. You have done the diagram. You have illustrated the 3 levels of management in the organization chart and the 5 functions of the director.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3,
Is it?
4, 5.
There should be 5.
Reasonable care. Okay. Exercise reasonable care, skill and diligence.
Skill and diligence.
Exercise reasonable care, skill and diligence. Conflicts of interest and personal benefits. Conflicts of interest and personal benefits. Reasonable care, skill and diligence. Okay, sir.
Okay, so let's move to question B, the part B. Now, as I mentioned on Sunday, with the way the exams are set with the University of Africa, I have been trying to follow the examiners. If you're able to manage the examination pressure and stress, you will find that questions tend to interlink. In B, they gave you a statement that management is sometimes referred to as the lifeblood of an organization. Now, to what extent is this statement correct? If you look at what we discussed in question number 1, you'll find that you shouldn't have a problem. We are saying management is the lifeblood of an organization. For you to answer this question, you should look at the 5 functions of management model that was developed by Henry Fayol. You discover that without management, you can't have a successful organization. Why? Because management has got the major 5 functions. They are the ones who should plan. So if there is no plan, there will be no activities. And when there are no activities, then there's no organization. Excuse me, would you allow me to pick a call? Somebody is calling me.
No problem, sir.
Thank you. Hello? Yes, my brother. I'm okay. How are you? Yeah, actually, I'm in the class right now. I've just asked for permission from my students. I may join you once I'm done. Yes. You are going right now? Okay. Okay. No, I may join you very shortly. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so let's proceed. Now, if you understand the 5 functions of management, then you shouldn't have a problem to discuss why management is the lifeblood of an organization. Remember, the next function of management is organizing. Okay, where you put the tasks in order, you do the coordination of the staffs and the activities. So if such a question comes, just remember the generic functions of management according to Henry Fayol. Then you bring them why management is the lifeblood of an organization. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Are we able to discuss that if we meet it tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you should. So when you see it, the invigilator should see you smiling. Okay.
Indeed.
So we can move forward.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's look at question number 3. Again, question number 3. I don't know why this paper was like this. Look at question number 3. Why can't activities of an organization in practice and the role of management be clearly separated? Yes, it's the same question. Why can't you separate the activities of an organization and the roles of management? The reason is simple. Because the role of management creates the activities. Are we together? Yes. So the functions of management are the ones that are creating the activities for the organization. Because management must plan. When management plans, the organization implements that plan by undertaking those activities. So question 3 was just an imitation of question 2B. Yes. So the functions of management result in the activities of an organization. So for you to claim these 20 marks, just bring up the functions of management and connect them to the activities of the organization. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yes, so that's how you can address this question. Yeah. Can we proceed to question number 4?
Yes.
Okay, so question number 4. Question number 4, they wanted us just to define and explain certain terminologies. The theory, the business strategy, the social responsibilities, and business ethics. So if you look at all these, we covered them. If you did business planning, you should have covered them. If you did strategic management, you should have covered them. But just in case we have forgotten, just remind ourselves. So, an organization theory is a belief or scientifically acceptable general principle that is used to explain the phenomenon. So each organization has got its, or organization have got their own theories. It's just a set of principles that are used to explain certain things in that organization. Okay. So you find that the way you deal with, the way you handle issues in one organization may not be the way you handle the same issue in another organization, depending on the set of principles that have been set up by that organization to govern or to guide certain activities or certain phenomena. So that's that. Then we have got organizational business strategy, which is the combination of all the decisions taken and actions performed by business to accomplish organizational goals. So if an organization has set up certain objectives or goals, they need to develop business strategies that will enable them to achieve those goals or objectives. So this combination of various decisions and actions that are undertaken to achieve organizational goals, that is what is called business strategy. Are we together?
Yes.
Yes, so that's what business strategy is all about. Social responsibilities. Most of the times we hear corporate social responsibilities, all those issues. Now, social responsibility means a corporation has any responsibility, obligation to the society. So we are talking about the societal obligations that an organization has. Okay? You talk about social responsibilities. We are looking at the societal obligations that an organization has, or the obligations that organization have to the society. You cannot only make profit and transact with the society without being responsible of other social needs of the society. So when you are doing business in the society, demonstrate social responsibility. Okay. Yeah. Then business ethics. That is the study of appropriate business policies and practices regarding potentially controversial subjects. When you are talking about business ethics, we are looking at appropriate business practices and policies. I usually give examples where you are doing business and you discover that you want to make abnormal profits. All that you do is to start adding water to oil. That undermines the business ethics of an organization. Okay. Yeah. So those are some of the examples we give when you're talking about business ethics. Please don't do that. I'm told most of the times when you go to the market, you find the people have beaten the medal for beans. I don't know what it has done. They beat it terribly. Business ethics.
Beans.
So that it does what?
It accommodates less beans. They make more profit.
So all those issues, yes. Otherwise, those are not ethical practices in business. Okay. Okay. Unless if there's a question or any comment before we move to question 5. It's clear. Thank you very much. Question 5. the individual, the group, and the organization are three important elements in the study of organizational behavior. So state or explain the significance of each one of them. In an organization, there are individuals. So when these individuals are put together, they form a group. And when these groups are put together, they form an organization. So they want you to discuss the significance or the importance of individuals, groups, and organization as we are studying organizational behavior. Okay, so let's look at an individual. As we have explained,
Yes.
you understand that you cannot have a group unless they are members. Not so.
Yes, sir.
That is the significance. The significance of an individual is that they are the ones who make up a group.
A group, yes.
Yes. And you should bear in mind that the behavior of a group to the greater extent is influenced by the members of the group.
Yes.
So as you are making groups, please be careful. Don't bring in people that will confuse you.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So individuals, one, they make the group. Number two, they influence the behavior of the group.
They influence.
That is the significance. So they can influence the group whether positively or negatively. Then you move to the group. We said that groups put together, they form an organization. Yes. Then you agree with me that the performance and the behavior of the group will form the behavior of the organization.
Yes.
That's how significant they are. So when you are employing, you must be mindful that this individual you are bringing to the organization, he will influence the group you will join. And the group that is going to be formed will influence the behavior of the organization. Then finally, the organization itself. You know that okay. You have to understand that now the organization is the body itself that you are studying. So there cannot be a study of an organization behavior if there are no organizations. So the formation of organizations, the establishment of organizations, okay, motivated the organization behavior course. So that's how significant these are. This course organization behavior can only be there because they are organizations. And they are organizations because they are groups. And they are groups because they are individuals. Is that okay?
Yes.
That is the best way to approach it. Unless if there's a question.
Just come again, sir, on organization.
Okay.
Organizations make up organizations.
Okay. An organized body of people with a particular purpose. That is an organization also.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
Yes. So you understand that you can't talk about an organization without talking about people.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And you can't talk about a group without talking about people. So individuals, they're just grouped to become a group. Then the groups put it together, they become organizations.
Yes.
Yes. Now, because we have organizations, now there's a need to study the behavior of people in an organization. Because the way people behave in an organization is very different from the way they behave when they are alone. So much as you may know how an employee behaves, it is not an automatic that you know how the organization behaves. There are people whose reasoning is different when they are alone, and the way they behave and reason when they come as a group, you'll be shocked.
Yes.
Even if these can do this, they are in a group, yes, understand. So don't undermine the influence of a group. Okay. Allow me quickly to look at question 6 so that we say goodbye and wish each other the best.
Indeed, sir.
The organization functions as part of the broader external environment of which it is a part. In which ways does the external environment affect the organization? So the issue here is, how does external environment affect the organization? If you remember on Sunday, we discussed so much about environmental scanning. Okay?
Yeah.
And we talked about those tools that we use to scan an environment. Okay, you remember the pesto?
Yes.
Yes. So that is how an organization is influenced by external environment.
Okay.
Yes, political factors, economical factors, social factors, technological factors, environmental factors, and the legal factors. These are in the external environment of an organization. So the moment there are changes in the political environment, organizations are affected.
Yes.
Yes. Especially that we are just coming from the general elections. I'm sure you're able to understand these issues.
Yes.
Some people stopped ordering goods in the shops. No, we don't know. No, we don't know. Some people started positioning directors here and there. No, we don't know. No, we don't know. What don't you know? Okay. So this is how you should discuss, and it was 20 marks. So you know what to say about political factors, you know what to say about economical factors, the social factors, the technological factors, the environmental factors, and the legal factors. Is there any question on question number 6? So we can look at question number 7, not so. Hello? Okay, let's continue. We have 10 minutes remaining. Okay, we can finish this one.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we have the last part. Organizations are complex social systems that can be defined and studied in a number of ways. and we are given the following metaphors. One, they want you to define an organization metaphor. What is an organization metaphor? Then you explain the meaning of these metaphors, how they are related. So you start by telling us what is an organization metaphor. Okay. Now, a metaphor is a figurative presentation or is a symbol, okay, of presenting something. So for instance, you are referring an organization to a machine. Since Galaxy is on, can we mute ITEL S31? Okay, so you refer an organization to a machine. Why? A machine has got various components which are connected together for it to operate. That is how you see what? You see a machine, an organization. You people, unmute. Mute this one. So let me mute them for you. Okay. So that is that. So you look at the features of an organization and you look at the features of these metaphors, then you'll be able to relate them nicely. Okay. The organism, you see that it goes through various developments, just like the way organizations move. The brain, it receives impulse, stimuli, and responds to that. That's how an organization is, okay? It takes input and it produces output, okay? Then you look at the issues of culture, okay? Cultures stand and they are transferable from one generation to another. They'll have this lifespan. You look at an organization in such a way that organizations will remain. They will be just changing from generation to generation, and you're able to proceed with that. People will be changing, but organization will still remain there. Then you look at the political system, okay? That is another aspect that you can look at an organization. You bring people together with an objective. That is how organizations are. They are people who come together with a common goal. So that's how you can use these 5 metaphors to refer to an organization. Okay, unless if there's a question, this is how we were supposed to address these questions. You can unmute, please, ITEL S31 so that you comment or ask. Otherwise, we say goodbye and all the best. All the best. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
You are welcome.
Sir.
Yes.
Yes. We are asking.
You are welcome. Yes.
Thank you. We are kindly asking if you can add it on YouTube.
Okay. That one I may do it probably. I can do that after 19 because it has to convert to MP4. Then I upload it to YouTube at 19 o'clock. So you can get it by 19.
No problem. We appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you very much and all the best.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you.